Hello everyone, I am Dharmendra Patra. Today in this video I am going to describe about coin and feather experiment, free fall, weightlessness and gravitational field intensity. When any objects drop from certain height, it falls towards the earth's surface because gravity attracts these objects towards its center. When there is external resistance like air, then it obstructs falling object and its velocity gradually retarded. And when there is lack of external resistance like air, then object fall freely under the influence of gravity. That condition of falling object without any external resistance is called free fall. And let's discuss about free fall. Falling of object on the earth's surface without any external resistance only under the influence of gravity is called free fall. In free fall condition, objects are falling free. That is, when it is dropped from certain height, then initial condition falling velocity is 0. After 1 second, it gains velocity 9.8 meter per second on the earth's surface. In the next 1 second or after 2 seconds, its velocity becomes 9.8 plus, or it covers distance 9.8 plus 9.8 meter per second, its velocity becomes. Similarly, in third second, again 9.8 plus 9.8 plus 9.8 meter per second. But we found that in every second its velocity increases by 9.8 meter per second, which is known as acceleration due to gravity of that object. Acceleration due to gravity of 9.8 meter per second square is Earth gravity. Only under the influence of gravity. When object is falling freely, then acceleration produced on it is here. In free fall, acceleration produced on object A is equal to 9.8 meter per second. That means by 9.8 meter per second, in every second, velocity of falling object increases. Acceleration due to gravity of Earth, G is here 9.8 meter per second square. And when the object is falling on the earth's surface, acceleration produced on a body is also directed towards the center. And acceleration due to gravity of Earth also is towards the center. And both type of machine here, both are vector quantity and therefore relative acceleration produced is equal to a minus g equal to 9.8 meter per second square minus 9.8 meter per second square, that is 0. When there is absence of external resistance, on that condition the resultant acceleration due to gravity acted on a body is here, that is equal to the acceleration due to gravity of the earth, and on that condition g is considered as 0. Now we discuss about coin and feather experiment. Coin and feather experiment proved by Galileo Galilei. Galileo Galilei dropped coin and feather from a leaning tower, and he found that coin strike on the ground first than feather. After that he experimented same experiment in vacuum and then in presence of air, like where coin and feather drop from same height in air. Then what we found that here, suppose we consider that the glass cylinder through which it contains air present, and coin and feather drop from same height at the same time. Then what we found that here, both in that air coin strike ground faster than air feather. Why? Because due to presence of air, that falling velocity or acceleration produced on it get opposed by air and coin fall faster. Then in vacuum. After that in another cylinder, air is removed from it. It is evacuated. Here it is called in presence of air. Here in vacuum. When coin and feather both drop from same height at same time, then it is found that here both strike ground at the same time. Then it is found that in presence of air, coin strike ground fast. After that, in vacuum, both strike ground simultaneously or at same time. And from that what we concluded that conclusion of coin and feather experiment. We concluded that if there is no external resistance like air, then equal acceleration due to gravity acted on a coin and feather. It means what? Large mass and lighter object, heavier and lighter object. And here we write earth produce equal acceleration on object having different mass. After that year, second we concluded that external resistance decrease the falling velocity of object and its velocity retarded falling velocity or equal acceleration produced on all kind of object. Object is lighter or heavier, it doesn't matter. And from that experiment, we can explain the falling motion of parachute, and we found that we can safely land on the earth surface by parachute. Paratroopers use parachute to jump from aeroplane on the earth surface, or paratroopers can easily or safely landed on the earth surface. Why? Because on the earth surface there is external resistance here, which reduce the falling velocity of parachute. And suppose we consider that here it is parachute, and when we jump from aeroplane, then gravity causes it to fall downward, and air resistance, air blow it due to large surface area, air pushes it upward, and finally resulted of its velocity gets slow down and safely landed on the earth surface. But when we jump with help of parachute on the surface of moon, then it is dangerous. Why? Because there is no external resistance like air, Therefore, falling object receive free fall condition, its velocity gradually increases and there is high possibility of fall. Another question and condition we can describe like it is dangerous to land on the surface of moon with help of parachute. And what is the reason behind that? Listen here. Because the moon surface has no air resistance and hence acceleration due to gravity increase velocity of falling object. As for example, here given we draw a parachute. Then acceleration due to gravity pull it downward and there is no any external resistance which reduce the velocity, falling velocity of parachute, and on that condition that is free fall. Its velocity increases by 1.67 and acceleration to reach only is 1.67 meter per second square. Velocity gradually increases when it moves downward and it is dangerous. After that here, in free fall condition, resultant acceleration due to gravity acted on a body is zero. In that condition, object feels like no weight, and the condition is called weightlessness. And how we describe it? The condition in which objects have no weight or zero weight is called weightless. And what do we know that weight of object depends upon mass and acceleration due to gravity. Here, mass never be zero, it remains constant. That g may be zero, and therefore W equal to m into 0 equal to 0. In that condition, the condition is known as weightlessness. And when object feel weightlessness, conditions of weightlessness the condition in which acceleration due to gravity becomes zero. At first condition, or if the first condition of weightlessness is in free fall. in free fall, resultant acceleration due to gravity of a falling object is 0. G is 0. Therefore, it will weightless. Second condition is at the center of the earth. At the center of the earth, also acceleration due to gravity is 0. Its radius is 0, and therefore object is weightless. Third condition is here beyond gravitational field. Beyond gravitational field, there is no effect of gravity of the earth. In that condition also we can write null point, where there is no effect of their gravity on object. At that condition, object feels weightless. Other we can write or writing in space. In space, when object or revolve around the earth or heavenly body, on that condition also acceleration due to gravity acted on it is 0, or it feels like it's 0. And these conditions are condition of weightlessness, in which object has no weight, feels completely weightless. After that, we discuss about gravitational field. There is certain space around the earth's surface in which only gravitational attraction force of earth can be observed or felt. That force, that area or surface around is, or space around the earth's surface in which gravitational force observed is known as gravitational field. And here we describe next is here gravitational field. The space around the earth or planet in which gravitational attraction of that planet can be observed or felt or acted is called gravitational field. Beyond gravitational field, there is no effect of gravitational force on object, and that certain area around the earth's surface or planet in which gravitational force of attraction can be observed is known as gravitational field. If you consider that earth, and this is the area around the earth's surface in which gravitational attraction force can be felt, and beyond that no gravitational attraction force is found, then this area is known as, or some space is known as gravitational field of the earth. And inside the gravitational field, how much gravitational force of attraction acted on unit mass of substance is known as gravitational field intensity. And we can define gravitational field intensity the gravitational force of attraction acted on unit mass of the object inside the gravitational field is called gravitational field intensity. That gravitational field intensity only measured or observed inside the gravitational field, because outside of the gravitational field there is no effect of gravitational force, and it can be calculated by I equal to F by m. And also we can write F means what? G, mass of planet, mass of object by R squared by the mass is M. That mass also can be cancelled, or also we can replace it by 1 kilogram. Then we got gravitational field intensity equal to Gm by R. The M get cancelled, or that M represents unit mass 1 kilogram. And in this way, listen here, how much gravitational force of attraction found on every kg of object inside the gravitational field is called gravitational field intensity. Thank you.